term P-pop came from the term Pinoy pop that was started in the 1970s. Before the term P-pop born, there are various musical genres or terms that evolve in the revolution of the Philippines music. Some say that P-pop started from the year 1970s. How true is it? To understand more about the Philippines music genres or terms that was used over the decades, let's look back to the revolution of the Philippines music. The Philippines folk music or Philippines traditional music was influenced by Spanish and Latin American. It is reflective of the country's history as a melting pot of different cultures. This kind of music is seen mostly in the lowland region of Luzon, Visayas, and predominantly Visayan North and East Mindanao, alongside the westernmost tip of Zamboanga. The folk dance in the Philippines has never reached contemporary popularity unlike other countries such as Ireland, Hungary, the Czech Republic, and the neighboring Malaysia. It could be due to the fact that every region has its own language. Some popular Philippines folk music are
Bahay Kubo, Sa Ugoy ng Duyan, Magtanim ay di biro, Bayan Ko, and Paro-Parong Bukid.
The Philippines folk music is sometimes seen as a children's song. Harana is a serenade song that grew its popularity during the 1930s. It is a song that was specifically written for the endeavor. The arrangement is simple and straightforward. It always starts with an introduction of solo guitar. The term harana is often used interchangeably with kundiman. If harana uses sweet words to express their love, kundiman is a song for heartbroken or someone who is willing to suffer to prove his love. The harana and kundiman became more mainstream in the 1920s after performers such as Atang de la Rama, Jovita Fuentes, Conking Rosal, Sylvia La Torre, and Ruben Tagalog. In the mid-1970s, Manila sound began in the city of Manila. It flourished and peaked in the mid to late 1970s. The Manila sound is the beginning of the modern Philippines music, being the forerunner to OPM or original Filipino music. The Manila sound was created by the pop-rock band Hotdog with their many hits single like Ikaw ang Miss Universe ng Buhay Ko. The term Manila sound was used to classify pop music in the early 70s by young singers such as Rico J. Puno and Haji Alejandro, and it became a radio hit by the artists such as Cinderella, Apolinario Mabini Hiking Society, Flo Ronte, Rico J. Puno, and Sharon Cuneta. Manila sound also brought viability to the Philippines records industry, which has previously relied on cover versions and imitation hits to lure consumers. Later years, the Manila sound evolved into a theatrical sun genre following the wave of dance hits from American movies. According to Wikipedia, the Manila sound's laid-back and unpretentious musical style gave way to the intricate, multi-layered, and sometimes symphonic arrangements of OPM that dominated popular radio-friendly Philippine music starting in the late 1970s until the early 2000s. After the collapse of Manila sound, original Filipino music, or mainly referred to as OPM, became popular. The term OPM was coined by one of the members of Apo Hiking Society, Danny Javier. OPM generally only referred to the top pop genre music from the Philippines, which was mostly a ballad song. But before the emergence of OPM in the 1970s, popular songs throughout the 50s and 60s were showcased with vernacular and movie themes interpreted by recording artists such as Polita Corrales, Sylvia La Torre, Dione de Maturin, Rick Manrique Jr., Ruben Tagalog, Helen Gamboa, Vilma Santos, Edgar Mortis, Carmen Camacho, and many others. OPM originally uses Tagalog and English as the dominant languages, but other ethnolinguistic groups such as Visayan, Bicolanos, and Kapampangan rarely break into the Filipino local music scene. It includes Bisrock, Charing by 1017, and Porque by Maldita. The Metro Manila Popular Music Festival, which was first established in 1977 and launched by the Popular Music Foundation of the Philippines. It was later revived in 1996 as Metropop Song Festival, and in the year 2002, ABS-CBN established the Himig Handog contest. In 2012, the Philippines Popular Music Festival was launched again and said to be inspired by the first songwriting competition. These music festivals and music TV competitions contributed to the growth of OPM. And today there are a lot of Filipino bands and soloists who write and compose their own music, such as Moira de la Torre, Audie, Ben and Ben, Zach Tabudlo, Dianella, TJ Monterde, Sunkissed Lola, Lola Amour, and many more. Philippines pop is a type of music from the OPM genre that began in the 1970s. Through the 1990s to 2000s, live bands performed OPM pop. From 2010 to 2020, Philippines pop music changed. There was a lot of variety and the quality became better. The term Pinoy music or Pinoy pop emerged in the 1970s. It was a mix of rock, folk, and ballads. In 1973, the Juan de la Cruz band was performing Ang Himig na Tiyan, which people thought was the first example of Pinoy rock. The term Pinoy gained popular currency in the late 1970s when Filipinos became more patriotic. Some patriotic songs that became popular were
Tayo'y Mga Pinoy,
by folk singer Eber Bartolome, in 1990s,
Mga Kababayan Ko,
by the legendary Filipino rapper Francis Magalona, and in 2000s, Noipi, by the Filipino rock band Bamboo. In the mid-1990s, Filipino pop rock bands emerged such as Eraserheads, which were considered as the turning point in OPM music scene, Yano, Sayakal, Parakia ni Edgar, Grin Department, River Maya, Moonstar 88, and Hungry Young Poets. Filipino pop rock continues to flourish at present with bands such as Hale, Kashi, Sponge Cola, Kamikaze, and Urban Dub. Coming from these groups, many old members have formed new bands such as Pupil, Sandwich, and Bamboo. There are also members that established steady solo careers such as Kitchi Nadal, Barbie Almalbas, and Rico Blanco. Acoustic group also showcased in live band scenes such as Side A, True Faith, Neo Colors, South Borders, and Freestyle. They popularized songs that clearly reflect the sentimental character of OPM pop. The diversity of Filipino pop is showcased with the leadership of Nina, Juris, and Aza Segura. Filipino pop also had an exposure television and radio with these solo belters and balladiers such as Regine Velasquez, Sharon Cuneta, Joey Albert, Donna Cruz, Jaja Padilla, Jaya, Jelena Magdangal, and Martin Nivera. In the early 2000s, Kyla, Nina, and JR began to perform contemporary R&B music with Filipino hip-hop Glock 9, and Abra. The dance and sing groups Sex Bomb Girls and Viva Hot Babes began to perform. After 2010, Pinoy pop changed. Rock bands and novelty songs from the 1990s to 2000s started to fade out of the mainstream. In 2010, Charisse Pempenko became the first Asian to peak on the top 10 of the Billboard 200 for her debut album. These pop artists also became notable in the year 2010. Tony Gonzaga, Sarah Geronimo, Moira de la Torre, and Yang Constantino. The rise of P-pop groups in the Philippines music. The resurgence of Philippines pop music are known P-pop today, with the accompanying social and cultural resurgence of its Asian identity. Heavily influenced by K-pop and J-pop, Asian style, ballads, idol groups, and EDM can be heard. The term P-pop came from the term Pinoy pop that was started in the 1970s. The term P-pop first appeared in ABS-CBN Himig Handog P-pop love song contest in 2016, But the term P-pop was only recognized, used and accepted when boy groups entered the mainstream to be led by the P-pop kings SB19. The Philippines' first idol group MNL48, a sister group of the J-pop AKB48, started a new era of Pinoy pop when they debuted in 2018, followed by SB19 who also debuted in 2018. P-pop groups went a lot before it became what it is today. It is not a secret that SB19 pursued this kind of genre or music style even if it seems like the world is against them, but because of their dedication and hard work, not only them but the whole P-pop group's community are now being accepted by Filipino majority, and now entered the mainstream and give honor to the Philippines and Philippines music industry. From folk music, Harana at Kundiman, Manila sound, Pinoy pop, and OPM, P-pop might become the new era of Philippines music. The word P-pop was believed to come with the influence of the term K-pop. From folk dance to P-pop, the foreign music has a great influence on the Philippines music, but nevertheless, with Filipino artist creativity and talents, Philippines music always has its unique sound that makes it authentic. Don't forget to like, subscribe and hit the notification bell.